What are you most excited about this year, and like in the future of tech? Really, like what are you excited about?
Of the product I'm looking forward to the most this year would probably be Lucid Motors' first EV vehicle that should be coming out, I think, sometime Q2 or Q3 this year. My second most anticipated product would probably be the OnePlus 9 Pro. If the iPhone 13 isn't good, I'm probably just going to use the OnePlus 9 as my main phone. And I guess the third thing would probably just be how Tesla evolves their autonomy and self-driving. Because I think those are, I mean, smartphones are pretty much plateaued in my opinion. But in terms of electric vehicles and autonomy, that's what I'm really excited for the future.
Yeah. You mentioned like Lucid. What are, did you look up like how they're going to be different from Tesla? Like, are they innovating in any way, or is it just another, electric car company? What is making their car like different,
I think what sets Lucid apart from Tesla, and I think it's really just that extra fit and finish that Lucid has over Tesla in like the higher echelon part of the market. Because I think the biggest thing people complain about the Model S is when you sit in it is that it doesn't feel premium. It doesn't feel luxury.
Yeah.
I think that's a reason why people went over to the Taycan or even like the Audi e-tron, just because when you sit in it, it feels like you're paying for, a 6-figure car. And I think from the pictures I've seen from Lucid, it looks like an amazing car in terms of luxury. But I feel as though, in terms of people buying an electric car, I mean, what's coming out now is like $150,000. And I mean, I think that market is so small, even though I think they're going to get a decent amount of return on it. I feel like the younger demographic doesn't really care about like that extra fit and finish in the car. It really just comes down to the price and, the functionality. Like I can buy $70,000 Tesla Model S, or I can pay double, for my seats to feel a little bit nicer. It's like, doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. Tesla right now, I think they have the whole game, like electric car game. Like they're the kings right now. Cause
for sure.
I just look at the road. I live in Southern California.
Oh, so you see them everywhere.
I see it. Like my neighbor has a Tesla Model 3. I see Tesla Model 3s like every day. Every time you're driving, you see at least 2, 3, 4 Teslas all the time. And so when you compare it to like what they've built, and also like their charging stations as well, like the quick charge like map of all around the US basically and around the world, they've had the time to build that out more than many of the car manufacturers today. And yeah, like you said, the auto what is it? The automatic like driving.
Oh, the autonomy, the self-driving?
Yeah, self-driving. I think they're going to be the best at that too as well.
Have you ever ridden in a Tesla before?
Yeah, my uncle, he has one, and I've sat in it. He has the Model X.
And wow, that's a nice vehicle.
I've sat in it, and I've actually driven it as well, and it's completely different, like you said, with all the other vehicles, and because of its simplicity, right? Because there's only the screen, and that's pretty much it. On the Model X, it's just that one big, I think like 10-inch display. Yeah. And that's all there is to pick. Like if you want the vents to open up, or you want to lower the temperature, it's all configured on that one display. For me, I personally don't like that. Like, I don't know about you. I like the buttons. Are you that way as well?
I think just from the cars that I've used growing up, I'm just used to buttons, physical buttons. But I'm sure if I switched over to a car that was completely touchscreen, I'd be fine after like a couple months, because eventually you'll just get used to it. But it's always that emergency situation where it's like, what happens if the screen dies? The buttons are almost always going to work in emergencies. So I think it's a
that's
trade-off.
the thing. But it's going to be exciting to see the autonomy, because I don't think that many cars right now have that. I think most cars have the lane centering assist. Mm-hmm. Like there's a lot of that happening, but I think more and more cars will eventually get to only be like autonomous driving. Do you think that future exists, like where one day we might like never be driving anymore, that we're just going to be sitting in a car?
I think it's going to be in our lifetime for sure.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if I would like that, but if that's where the future goes, then I mean, what else can I do, you know?
I mean, I'm sure you'll still be able to drive. Like if you wanted the option to like drive yourself, you could. But personally, I'd be fine if everything was hands off and I can just enjoy doing something else.
Yeah, I like driving just because of like just being able to go somewhere and not have like it's just freedom basically to just do whatever you want to do. So yeah, I like that. But
yeah, I've actually been driving a lot more since the pandemic started, because it's like I can't go into stores and I don't want to be inside, so I might as well just sit in my box, like my car, and just start driving everywhere.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta get out and go someplace just because.